What gave you the idea behind Revelations?
Well, basically, we decided to watch some openings of horror films, and one of the horror films that we watched was called The Hole. Basically, we took our inspiration from The Hole by the whole way of having a slow sort of beginning, the equilibrium type, and then it got faster as it began.
Did you enjoy making the film?
Yeah, I mean, the whole group really had a good laugh making this sort of thing. Of course, you have your ups and downs, but doesn't everybody? But yeah, we all enjoyed getting to be part of a group together, and there was a good chemistry between us after a while, and we enjoyed filming, so...
What do you think are the best things about Revelation?
You see, there's a lot of good shots in there that I like. I mean, some of the running shots we've got in there are fantastic. I think they're really good camera work, and the special effects that we use also, on the limited budget that we have, I think were really effective because, well, basically we got to use iMovie just to add like different colour filters and all that sort of stuff, which looked really good in the end.
What do you think you could have done better?
Our planning left a lot to be desired, to be honest. We didn't do as much as we could have done, to be honest. We did do some original basic, very basic plans, like we did a shot list, a shooting schedule, storyboards, scripts, all that sort of stuff, but when you actually get out there and start filming, all these ideas just come to you sort of thing, and you kind of lose what you originally had, and you just develop your ideas when you're in that natural space. And to be fair, it's very helpful when that happens, but it means you've got to go back and redo all your planning and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, our planning could have been better.
What made you choose Optimum Releasings and Film 4 for the help with distribution and production within your film?
Okay, well basically Film 4 we used for financial backing. Also, it's a good way to publicise our film because, I mean, like, they've got their own TV channel and all that sort of stuff, so that advertising would really help keep our budget down. With Optimum Releasing, we decided to use them because we'd seen the previous success that they've had. Shane Meadows, This Is England, for example. Basically, we wanted that success, and they were the sort of people that would have been able to help us. Also, they offered a unique opportunity for getting external people come in and help us with like developing our actors. They did this with This Is England, so we thought this would be a really good way to develop our project.
What made you decide on the title Revelations for your film?
Well, as you know, Revelations is a chapter out of the Bible, and it depicts about the end of the world. We thought this would, one, it'd be a great selling point because that's what really captures people's attention, and two, it also mirrors a theme in our actual product, which is a theme of demonic presence. We also use biblical quotes from Revelations, which also adds to the effect of the title and the demonic presence.
What problems did you face during the production of the film?
Well, some of the problems that we had were finding the right times for shooting. I mean, as you know, it's winter and we get like the light levels change constantly. I mean, we chose our location that we wanted like almost immediately when we decided upon the whole film, but some of the lighting levels were difficult, and also the bad weather had a big factor on the continuity of our piece, so we had to choose the right time when the ground was clear of snow, for example. But nevertheless, we got through these problems pretty well when we consider.
What do you think the most successful aspect of the film is?
Well, I think the camera shots were probably the most successful as they were the most effective on the audience. My personal favourite was when we took an entire 360-degree shot around the main character, and then we broke it up into little segments but kept it in sequence. This helped us to probably keep the pace of the opening going, which I think was probably the most successful aspect, as it was the most effective on the audience.
How did you find the editing process?
The editing process can get quite complex at some points, but to be fair, we didn't really find it as bad as I'd anticipated. Because like when you go out to film and say you film an hour's worth on the camera, you're only and we've only got like 2 minutes to fill up in our slot. Well, I think it's kind of difficult to cut it all down into just that 2 minutes when you've got an hour's worth of footage. We used iMovie to edit the piece. The good thing about iMovie is there are loads of special effects that you can do. For example, like we use colour filters in our piece to add, like, and make more of an impression, I suppose, on the audience. Which, to be fair, they were really effective. We used the red filters mainly to conform to the conventions of horror genre. Transitions that we used between the shots, we always kept them sharp, mainly because we wanted to keep up with the pace of the horror film, because in the opening of a horror film it's normally quick and something's always happening, so we wanted to just keep in with this convention.
How have you ensured that your film is both original and British?
Well, the way we did that was that we used English actors, and we also used a National Heritage Site, Castle Wren, just to prove that it is actually a British location. We didn't use any conglomerates or anything like that. We used British companies such as Optimum Releasing and Film 4 to help distribute and produce our film.
Can you give us an overall summary of the film?
No, you're going to have to watch it, unfortunately.